Barry, a superb team effort. You must be proud of the boys.
No, we knew that Halifax would throw everything at us, and I thought the boys, especially in the first half, where we defended well and matched them. In the second half we get the goals, which gives us the victory. For as much as Halifax, got the ball in the box, I think the difference between today and the second half against Grimsby was we defended the box well. We went and attacked the ball, and even when they were getting headers, with people running about, and we also had Dan Thomas who'd made a couple of good saves.
The clean sheet was as much a reward for their performance as the goals. It was a deserved victory, you feel?
Oh yeah. As I say, Halifax have threw everything at us. We've defended well. Dan said maybe 2 or 3 good saves in the second half. But other than that, we've coped with everything. And then the 2 goals we scored us. 2 good goals. We're always asking Jim to get into the box, to get in the end of things. And we're always asking Reece if he gets half a yard to shoot. And he's done that the past 2 games, and he's got 2 goals.
Reece has come back from international duty on fire. He's been in superb form in both games.
Yeah, he's did very well. We know what Reece is capable of. He's a young lad, and because of the type of player he is and he's young, he'll have ups and downs, and we've tried to manage him through the season when he's having tough times. Unfortunately, we've maybe at times had to play him when maybe he should have come out because we've been down to the bare bones. But he's come back, he's full of life, and hopefully he continues that to the end of the season now.
Your 2 changes, bringing in Dan Thomas and Chris Barker, both players more than played their part in the clean sheet. What was your thinking with those 2 changes?
No, Jack obviously been off injured against Grimsby when we made the change on Tuesday, and Barts is our only fit available centre back to go in. But we know that Chris can slot in there when needed, and he did very well. Dan has come in. Phil's got a thigh strain which he's been sort of managing the past wee while, and Dan's come in and did very well. So we know what Dan's capable of. He's just been unfortunate due to the form of Phil throughout the majority of the season that he's not had a longer run in the team.
The goals this afternoon came at the right time, just after the break, to give the team the momentum, and then as Halifax started to exert a little bit of pressure on the back 4, the second goal killed the game.
Yeah, we've scored a good time. Jim's probably had them wound up at half time, make sure they come out on the front foot, and to put them on the back foot straight away, obviously sort of eats into their game plan. But then they had a lot of pressure. But as I said, we defended the box well today. Tuesday we never in the second half, but today we just went and were aggressive, cleared our lines, and won our headers. And then we get the second goal. But I think we were worthy of the second goal, just based on the chances we had in the first half as well.
And there was attacking quality aplenty, but the spirit, the togetherness, the way the team really battled, was that as pleasing, more pleasing?
It's pleasing getting a victory away from home. But I think you saw in the first half where when we got the ball down and passed it, we caused them problems. Especially up and around our box where we've manoeuvred the ball into positions to get chances at goal. In the second half we had to defend well, but we did that. But also when we got the ball, we've tried to pass it as well as we can and work in a pitch that's probably not conducive to out and out football. But we've tried, and also when we get down to 10 men, we're under a lot of pressure. But as I say, the boys stood firm, and that's the most important thing.
Those 2 injuries were probably the only downside of the afternoon. What's the early news on Sean and Alfie?
Alfie's rolled his ankle. We don't know, just assess it when over the next couple of days. Sean's dislocated his shoulder, and he's on his way to hospital at the moment. So we'll just have to see how he bears up, and hopefully both of them are available as soon as possible.
And we have to have a word about the 12th man. We had all the players played their part, but the supporters on the tour of duty this afternoon, over 200 of them came up to a long journey on the way up to Halifax, and they were fantastic.
No, as I said, the support that we've had at home has been brilliant. The away support has been excellent. Where they've travelled in numbers to far and distant places. And they've been superb. And today was, I'm sure they enjoyed the game and enjoyed the victory. and you know, the boys went over because, you know, or we all went over because we thanked them for the, you know, them travelling that distance. You know, and we just asked them to stick with us. You know, we've you know, been on an up and down season, but in the main they've stayed behind us, and that's, you know, the important thing.
You could see at the end the celebrations, the passion from the players and the fans show that everybody is together at the club.
Yeah, well, you know, it's about, you know, having that, you know, on a consistent basis, and I know that there's been some performances that have been below what the standard that we set throughout the season. But in the main, we've tried to do the right things, and the one thing that, you know, the fans see is that effort and that, you know, energy and desire to go and win, playing with that Aldershot top one. And I think they appreciate that. But, you know, on the other side, the players appreciate them coming and supporting them, you know, and giving them encouragement, you know, and getting behind them, because it helps. It makes them feel relaxed enough to go and play.
Congratulations. Thank you, Barry.
Thanks, Steve.